Microsoft have announced the removal of a very important SharePoint feature starting next month. This might be a feature that your organization is already using, and the immediate removal of it could cause a lot of issues. This feature is referred to as the Alert Me feature, which is being removed starting next month, where all SharePoint alerts will be fully retired and alerts will stop working immediately. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about what are SharePoint alerts, how you find them, how they are used, and also, most importantly, how you could replace them. My name is Dougie Wood, and I am a Microsoft MVP. I've been working with SharePoint building solutions for organizations all over the world for the past 20 years. So if you need help building out a solution like this, there's a link in the description below to contact me. So SharePoint Alert Me's are a native feature of SharePoint and have been running in the background of SharePoint on the classic version of SharePoint for a very long time. And you can go and find them by going to a SharePoint site, going to a document library. So in this case, I'm going to my documents document library, clicking on the three dots, and then selecting on either Manage Alerts or Alert Me. So clicking on Alert Me will allow you to create a brand new alert. And you can see we're already being prompted that this is something that we can no longer do. And you can see the types of features that we used to be able to have is sending alerts to people, typically by email. You can have changes, so only send alerts when there's old changes that are made, new items added, existing items are modified, items are deleted. We can also send alerts immediately. We can send daily summaries or even weekly summaries. So like at the end of the week, if we wanted to find out all the changes that have been made on a document library, we could get a summary sent to us. You can also have alert expirations. What are Microsoft recommending that you replace this with? So there is a few different options. The first option is to look at Power Automate. Now, inside of a document library, there are options. If you click on the three dots, you have what they call workflows. If you click on workflows, you'll see that there is a whole range of different options which are available to you, which are standardized templates. So for example, notify a channel when a new SharePoint list item is added, notify a channel when new SharePoint files are added, recap communication, so forth. So you can also build them directly from scratch. Now, the only problem I would say going down this route is it does require a little bit more advanced knowledge. So building out workflows can go wrong. So you could build something which could end up with like infinite loops. You could build something which fails and you don't really know why. So it does take a little bit more advanced knowledge. It relies not necessarily on a developer that can know code, but someone who's comfortable programming workflows using a low code editor. The other option that Microsoft referred to is what they call SharePoint rules. Now, if I was to select the three dots next to a document and go down to integrate, not only do you see those flows, but you also have this rules option. Now, rules are a bit like a simplified version of Alert Me. So if I click on create rule, you can see we have some very basic options. So maybe create a rule when a file is metadata is modified or a new file is added. So let's just select that. And you can see there's some very, very basic filters here. So when a new file is added, always, or we can add a condition, send an email to, and then we could specify modified by, created by, or myself, or we could type in an email address in here. We can also use a basic message, not very well structured in here. And basically what we can do in here is just type out a bit of text. Say, hey, a new document has been created. We can use dynamic fields, but you have to use a /. There's no kind of tool that's kind of helping you add this. It's very, very simplistic. And the other thing I don't really like about this as well is also when you create them, you are able to give your rules names. So they're literally just the kind of the notification when a new file is added, send an email. So this is what we've got to replace it natively out of the box. It is quite simplified. The third option that we can look at is using third-party applications. So I've actually been looking at a third party on behalf of one of my customers recently who's looking to replace a lot of notifications with this Alert Me functions, which are disappearing, with a product by a company called Bamboo Solutions, and their product is called Alert Plus. Now, I do have a trial version of this deployed just to take a little look at it, but essentially we can either create their alerts on individual documents or on the whole library. So by clicking on the three dots here, you can see I've got Manage Bamboo Alerts and Add Bamboo Alert. Now, if I click on Add Bamboo Alert, you can see this is the configuration. It's a lot more detailed. There's a lot more we can configure as part of this system. You can see under step, we've actually got it broken into different steps, which I think is really useful actually, is the fact we can see step 1, step 2, step 3. In step 1, we can basically specify where the alert type is. So items in the folder, items in the folder and subfolder. I can determine what the alert behavior is. So items trigger alerts for items, or folders only ignore contents of the folders. So we can specify, is it the items or is it the folders? We can specify the folder path and the event which is actually going to trigger the alert. So in this case, I've got when an item is created, when an item is modified, when an item is created or modified, when an item meets a condition, or when an item is deleted. So we've got quite a lot of different options in here. We can also add in conditions. So with a condition, it might be when it's created by a specific person, when the type of the document is a certain type. There's loads of different types of conditions as well that we could potentially apply to this. Then we've got step 3, which is our delivery options. Now, this is where we have a lot more control over this. So that basic option we looked at, which is native to SharePoint, we can specify who the email is going to, but we didn't have a lot of control over, we couldn't change the subject line. And we definitely couldn't add in dynamic fields into the subject line. We couldn't change a lot about it. Whereas actually this alert plus functionality allows us to configure a lot of different things. So say, for example, I can say who my email is going to. I could also add in a CC into this as well. So real world examples of this might be, for example, when I'm using a document library in a construction type of business, there might be a drawings folder. And every time that a new drawing is uploaded, we want to notify people to let them know, to basically keep the progress going and the next person to look at that drawing and progress it on in our kind of workflow. Now with this, we could easily specify who that email is going to be sent to, who should be CC'd in to be aware of it, but maybe not necessarily actioning it. And we can configure all of the subject lines and the email bodies. It might also be, say, in a manufacturing company, we have SOPs or standard operating procedures. And every time a new document is added, we want everyone to be aware of it so that they know what is changing. Again, we can use this type of functionality, maybe even to send an email to a group mailing list or distribution list rather than just an individual person. So you can see here we can set the subject line. So it might be, so we can say new document, for example. And the cool thing I like about this as well is you can also add in dynamic fields really easily. Now with this drop down, we can see exactly what those different drop downs are. So say, for example, we've got when it was created, who created it, the ID, the modified date, modified by, the name, the type of document, the actual item ID and the item URL. Now, this is really useful if you're wanting to provide a link back to that document. So again, you can structure this email in a really nice way to make it easy for people to navigate back to. You've got the list ID, the list names. This is like the name of the document library. So if you've got multiple document libraries, you can specify exactly where that is with that list URL. You also have the site name and the site ID and the site URL. So again, it could be saying, there's a new document that's created on the policies SharePoint site, and that's the site name. Here's a link to the actual site. So rather than just linking just to the document, maybe you want to go to the full site or the library level as well. So again, we can specify this. So I can say, hey, there is a new document, and we can also formalize it. So I'm going to show you an example in a second of something I've previously created. But you can see we can bold, italic, underline, align different text. We can add in hyperlinks, tables, emojis, and more kind of rich text functionality. And then step 4 is we can actually name our alerts. Now, this is something I'm a little bit kind of OCD when it comes to things like this. I like to be able to name my kind of functions, workflows, features inside of SharePoint so that it's easy for me to understand what it is. So it's not just a case of, oh, there's a new document created. It's under specific conditions. It's for a specific purpose. Like there's been a drawing that's been uploaded and it's notifying this person, or there's a new work order that's been uploaded and it needs to notify these set of people under these conditions. So you can specify what that alert is. So I'm just going to call this my test, or maybe let's just call this our SOP alert. So a new SOP has been created. Just to show you an example of what this would look like. Then click on Save Alert, and this will then save. You get a nice message here, which is obvious that is now being created. And you can also see we've got a link here to manage my alert, so we can jump directly into this. And we can see my alert here, SOP Alert is being created. There's a couple of other things as well I just want to mention about this product. So I am testing this for a customer at the moment. One of the things that I do have feedback for this company is I'd really like to see some templated emails. What would be really cool is like, say, for example, if there was a drop down here that said like email template, for example, like new emails. So as I actually entered each of these different variables into this email body as a list. And you can see these are all the kind of variable names. And actually, one of the other things is some of the variable names don't quite match up to what you'd expect them to be. So the variable name is doc icon, whereas it's actually the type of the document that it's pulling through. The name, the variable is called file leaf reference. So a couple of these things could potentially be tidied up. I could see that potentially people could get a bit confused when they're creating their emails if these labels aren't matching up properly. But this will be a fairly simple thing for them to change in the back end. And I say the other thing is I'd really like to see more email templates. I actually created a bit of a template of an email. So I just scroll down here. You can see this is something I've then created. Say, hey, I like friendly sort of tones of voice in my notification. So just a quick update to let you know the document has been added into SharePoint. Here's the document name. Here's who's created it by, when it was created, and here's a link to the actual document. So I think this would be really great if, say, for example, Bamboo actually had some templated emails like this, which are available in their system. You just select them, drop down, and that'd be really great. I actually really like this Alert Plus product, and I think it would really benefit my clients. So I actually reached out to Bamboo to ask them about the email templates, and they actually listened to my feedback and have said that they will implement the email templates functionality into next month's release. But let's take a little look at what this actually looks like when it comes through as an email to me. This is what the email looks like when it comes through. So based on that template, it's got the document name, it's got who created it, when it was created, as well as a link when I click on it that's going to take me directly to open that particular document. The other thing to notice about this particular product is it actually runs alerts every 15 minutes. So it's not something that which is completely instant, but it is every 15 minutes. So if you were to create something at 5 past, you would wait 10 minutes and the notification would then come through. So it's worth bearing in mind that there is a little bit of a delay. So if you are going to trial out this particular product, the other thing just to notice is that there is a slight delay. I think it is a fantastic product though. I definitely am going to recommend this to my customer who has a very wide range of alerts, and I think this is going to be a fantastic tool for them. It's going to give them exactly what they need. It's not as complicated as Power Automate. It's a lot more advanced than just the simple SharePoint rules. It's that perfect middle of the road solution that's going to fit their organization perfectly. If you want more information on this product, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can find out more and get your hands on a version of this product as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, ask any questions in the comments below, subscribe for more content, and of course, check out the video on screen now because I think you'll find it really useful.